Hi, this is Steve. Meeker's on the mend from a recent injury, and so I set up some simple jumping courses in the backyard. This first one's inspired by a class course. So I'm way off in the distance there. Just simple pull around into a weave entrance, back to another set of weaves. And this was the interesting part of the course because it's a 270, and it's one place where handling on the outside like this seemed to actually work out as the nicest handling. I'll also show you a couple other ways you could handle that section of the course too. Here's the second handling of that. So this time I actually come into the box, just use a big shoulder pull and then a rear cross on the landing side of that second jump in the 270. Lastly, in the third sequence, I'll pull through the gap in the 270 there and cross on the landing side of the first jump. So I'll pop through, cue the turn as you can see before he took off for that jump, and that's all there is to it. Okay, let's take a look at the second sequence. This one I think is the trickiest of all of them. The opening is 180 with a wrap back to the weaves. So here I do it with kind of a backy-uppy with just a stay in position, just cueing it. That worked pretty well for Meeker. He likes that and reads it well. So now we race off and watch how wide this shoulder pull goes. Meeker's almost all the way to the weaves. I nag him back and bring him through. It was just terrible. And here I actually send him over the wrong jump. And so let's give that a try. He's actually supposed to go to the back side of that one jump after the weaves. So see if I can clean this up a little. Here he sees the cue now, so I pulled him around on a left arm. Here I'm pulling away, and I still send him over the wrong jump. So let's see if Steve can fix that. Really turning sharply. So the shoulder pull just isn't giving him a lot of information, and I just thought I'd see how that handled it from there. So here's the all rear cross version, and it's just not a good looking way to handle this course. You can see I already kind of messed it up on the start there. Let's reset and try again. It's just lots of standing around from the handler, and it's a pretty loopy course when you see how Meeker runs. He's pretty wide on a lot of these. Waiting. Once again, he's pretty wide on that jump on the turn around the 270. Take him up and for the ending. So it's about nearly 80 degrees, about 60% humidity out there. So it's a miserable day, so we're both running out of steam here. But here's I think the best handling of the few we tried that morning. Here I actually have kind of a blended cue, get him around. That looked nice all the way around that 270 with the wrap. And then staying on this side and treating that like a serpentine seemed to work the best. Okay, on another hot and humid morning, Meeker and I are going to play around with sequence number 3 here. So in this case, I want to send him into the tunnel and then just cue the turn he's going to make after the subsequent jump. Send him into the weaves. Oh, I kind of pushed him off his line and he came in at the second pole. So let's try that again. I'm in position. This time I don't push on his line as hard. Now this next two jumps are actually a threadle, and I just wrap him around the second one there. Stay on the same side. And here, for some reason, I decided to rear cross into that tunnel. I probably could have beat him there and actually front crossed that turn on the way to the tunnel. Okay, sequence 4. I kind of like this short sequence. It's 3 straight jumps, a cue little deceleration to the last one to get a tighter turn. Gets the weaves, then we go around the outside, back in the weaves into a threadle, so I get a lot of lateral distance, just backy-uppy right into it. And then here it's back in our pail, the 270. Wasn't too wide that time, and then just race him down the line. That was fun. Alright, here's sequence 5. We can handle this first 3 jumps on either side. Here I thought I'm working some rear crosses. I like the rest of this part of the course with Meeker on my left, so that was pretty straightforward. I pull off, and look at the huge offside arm I send him on a big loop, and he comes in at the second pole. So we're going to reset and see if Steve can do better this time. A little tighter that time, but still Meeker came in second pole. So what if we try turning the other way on this jump? Oh, there we go. Good boy. So he was tighter that time because you see I decelerated and turned him the other direction. Let's try that little serpentine on the opposite side coming out. Let's see if I can get it better on a second try here. So here I handle the first 3 jumps with him on my right. There we go. Bring him back. And Steve just kind of forgot where he was going there, it looks like. So let's try again. Sorry, Meek. I think the heat's getting to me as much as it gets to him out there. Let's see what happens. Got him to turn tight this time. Took the far one. You notice I didn't fling my arm out like a crazy person. And we get to do the serpentine running on the other side this time. So I hope you set these courses up at home yourself, and I'm sure you can come up with plenty of other good handling approaches. Have fun!